This is the Batmobile from Batman v Superman. I think it's one of the cooler Batmobile designs, so it was the first one I decided to build. I used up 450 parts from the set, which is about 56% of the pieces. This build is about the same size as the original set and other car transporter gang models, and I included the normal functions as seen in this type of cars. Firstly, I thought it would be interesting to have the steering be controlled by the turret at the front of the car, and it works by having a few of these gears connected to the steering system. Unfortunately, it's not possible to align the turret when the wheels are facing forward due to the gears used, so the turret turns more towards one side when driving. It also looks better when displayed with wheels turned so that the misalignment isn't as obvious. Anyways, I also added a working V8 engine in place of the cockpit because I didn't think it was possible to add an accurate opening windshield. The engine is connected to the rear wheels using this U-joint. I tried to add suspension using the rubber piece, but the set only has one, so it's quite weak. It works slightly, but the main purpose of this is to raise the rear axle up so the car has a more aggressive stance. One thing that isn't quite good about this model is the stability. The limited part inventory forced me to use some questionable techniques, and there are some one-stud connections on this model. The obvious one is the front wheel fender thingies, which are really fragile. The cockpit area is also a bit unstable, and the wings are also one-pin connections. Overall, I designed this to be more of a display model, so apologies for some of the weak connections. The tumbler is a very interesting looking Batmobile. It has many geometric shapes and very weird proportions, so it was quite difficult to build this model. During the design process, I realized that as long as the general angles of the model matched the real thing, it would look like a tumbler. Using this philosophy, I approximated the shapes of the car and tried to match it as close as possible on my model. Just like the BVS model, this tumbler has working steering with a removable hand of God knob at the top. You may have noticed the bare rims of the car, and that was because the tires from the set were too big, which would affect the steering and also the looks. There's also a V6 engine at the back of the car driven by one of the rear wheels. Due to the limited space, I had to tilt this angle connector to allow space for the gears. The rear wheel should be thicker than this, so I used these curved pieces to represent the missing tires. I also used this extra engine part as the jet exhaust in between the tires. Moving up, there's two tiny wings or spoilers represented here with panels, and these can be rotated and adjusted. I used these two big panels on the side because there is a similarly angled line on the rear car. The rest of the panels are also approximations of the shapes on the real model, and I made sure to angle these panels inwards as the cockpit of the car tapers inwards. These new triangular pieces were very useful for shaping the steering section and outlining the windshield. Overall, this model pairs well with the BVS model, and I've created a 30% off bundle if you want to get both of them together. Before I end this video, I want to mention that Eastbrick Customs has an incredible 1989 Batmobile built using the same set. It has many cool functions like the pop-up turrets, so make sure to check out that model as well. I've linked the instructions for all the models down in the description. You can also find the 30% off bundle for both of my Batmobiles. Thanks for watching.